everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andrea, for those who are new here, but this might be a weird first video if you did just stumble on my channel. I thought I would do a get unready with me and kind of walk you through my evening skincare routine, and yeah. Also, I basically have no video for Friday and I have no time to film a proper video, so it's been a while since I've talked about skincare, so I thought I would do this and then you could see some of the products that I've been using lately and we could just kind of chat about my week so far. It's only Tuesday, but it's past 9 o'clock. So first thing I need to do is take off my false eyelashes. I have been wearing this pair today, Fully Fleur by the Fleur de Force for Eyelure range. I've been wearing the Fleur Loves, which are the 3/4 ones, but every now and then I like to go for the full strip. I'm going to take them off and put them in my little eyelash case. I have been wearing false eyelashes a lot more recently because I haven't been using the Latisse and I just miss having long eyelashes. I just feel pretty. It makes me feel pretty and I feel more confident, and maybe that's silly, but oh well. And I've been wearing them for teaching, which some people might think is a lot, but I wouldn't wear a strip more dramatic than these. Like, I would never wear this top one, which is from House of Lashes. Those ones are way too dramatic for this. But I like wearing false lashes for teaching because I kind of see teaching as a performance, and I want to be read, if you will, from the back row of the classroom. I want them to kind of see me as clearly, and I just feel like just a weird thing, I guess, but I feel like the false lashes, the having longer lashes opens my eyes more, and I don't know, it's a confidence thing, it's a weird thing. Am I the only one who wears false lashes, like, in a professional setting? I know I can't be, but I don't know. Suddenly I'm feeling very self-conscious telling you guys that I wear false lashes while I go teach. So now I need to take off the makeup. I do a double cleanse. For today, my makeup removing first cleanse step is going to be the Eminence Stone Crop Cleansing Oil. I just do 1 pump of that. 1 pump is probably slightly more than I need, but I really love this stuff. But I've said it before a million times with Eminence, a little goes a long way, so you don't need a lot. It smells so good. And this is one of those things, one of the things I love about Eminence and about good skincare in general, because I do have another makeup remover I use from Basquiat that I really, really love, almost as much as my Eminence stuff. I'll show you that when I can use my hands again. But I just feel like when you have really good skincare products that are more than just effective but also smell nice and feel nice, then your skincare kind of becomes self-care more than it already is. So it's the next best thing for me than to getting like daily facials. So I especially spend more time on my evening skincare routine than I do on my morning routine, because it just helps me wind down for the day and feel oh so much better. So this does a really good job of breaking down the makeup, taking everything off. I also like it because I can really massage it into my eyelashes, but I can open my eyes up while I'm still like using it. I don't have to keep my eyes shut until I've wiped it all off, which is how a lot of other cleansers can be. Once I started using this, I was completely converted, because if I'm doing a full cleanse like this, I don't have to use a separate eye makeup remover, and it's just so convenient. I just kind of make sure that I've got all the makeup off and double check around my eyes, especially to make sure that any extra eyelash adhesive and stuff is off. And now that I've taken my makeup off, you can see just how pale my eyebrows and my eyelashes are. I need to tint my brows. I've got a kit so I can do it at home, but I think I also need to get a new one. I might have one more application in it, but I'm too tired to do it tonight, so I'll do my brows tomorrow. I can't afford to order a new kit just yet. They're not expensive. They're $12 on Amazon, but I haven't been paid since May. So, although hopefully the day this goes up should be my first payday. So the other makeup remover I like to use is the Basquiat Charcoal Makeup Melter Cleansing Oil Balm. It's really good. It smells really good. The Stone Crop by Eminence is an oil. This is a balm, so it's solid, and then it goes into a liquid, and it just, this feels and smells really good too. So I use them kind of interchangeably. I don't think one is necessarily better than the other. I just felt like the Stone Crop tonight. And then my second cleanse is going to be the Clear Skin Probiotic Cleanser by Eminence. If you've been watching my videos from the beginning, you'll know that I talk about this a lot. Half a pump, barely even that, just a tiny amount. This bottle is not even half empty, and I've had it for like at least 5 months. This bottle will last me a full year. So even though it costs a little bit more than your standard cleanser, I think it's probably I think that actually might be $38. It's definitely more expensive than a drugstore, but $38 divided by 12 months, that's not a lot per month. I love it. And it's just so cooling and refreshing. I just feel a million times better just after cleansing. I really do. So that feels so much better. Then I'm just going, I don't really then pat dry my skin. I kind of like my skin to air dry after I've wiped everything off. I'm going to use some of the Stone Crop mist that I've decanted into this, because you need to dilute the facial sprays. So just gonna a few sprays of that. Again, more of a self-care aspect. It just continues to make me feel good. It's not really necessary, but I love that stuff. Then I'm going to use the Clear Skin Willow Bark Booster Serum. Again, this is just to help reduce breakouts, and we're coming on that time of the month when I'm getting more breakouts. So I just use a tiny little, not even quite pea-sized amount of that, rub it together on my tips of my fingers a little bit, and then kind of rub it and pat it so that it's all over my skin, and then I just start massaging it in. I would say the cleansers and the Clear Skin are two of the products that I use all the time, morning and night, because in the morning I don't do the double cleanse, but I'll still use the Clear Skin cleanser. Other times I'll kind of mix and match with other brands that I have, but I can't not use the Clear Skin cleanser, and I have to use this every day. I do. Tonight I'm going to use retinol, so this is by The Ordinary. I've tried a couple retinols, and overall I do really like The Ordinary one, and I like the price point. So again, I'm probably just using about a pea-sized amount. It's a little bit more liquidy, so it spreads on my fingertip pretty quick. But same thing, just rub it together a little bit and then pat it all around the face and then rub it in. One last Eminence product. This is probably the one, if I could only pick one. For the longest time it was this cleanser. But now, if I could only pick one Eminence product, it would probably be this one. And this is the Facial Recovery Oil. This video is not sponsored by Eminence, by the way. I wish it was, because that would be the most authentic, original sponsorship I could do. I just put 2 drops, and same thing, rub it onto the tips of my fingers, and then pat and press on, and then really massage it in. And this is one that I will spend a good minute or so just really massaging it in. until like it's completely absorbed, or just, it feels so good. And I wish you could smell it. I really do, because it just smells so good. It's luxury in a bottle, and it's not cheap. I think it's like $70, but again, you only need like 1-2 drops maximum. But this has, I've had some really bad breakouts over the years, the last couple years, 2 or 3 years since I've started using this. And within a few months, if I'm using this like consistently, like every day, every other day, especially if I'm focusing on where the breakouts were, within probably like 5 or 6 months, I can't see them anymore. I really wish I'd had that earlier in my life, because it's amazing. While that settles in a bit more, I don't like putting my moisturizer directly on top of that oil. I'm going to use my eye cream. I have been rationing my favorite one from Eminence because it's running out and I cannot afford to replace it. So I've been using this primarily during the day. At night, I've been using this one from Algenist, the Complete Eye Renewal Balm. This came in a summer travel set thing that I got at Sephora, and I've been really liking it. It's very hydrating. A little goes a long way, and I've been using this for most of the summer. So I just kind of put a little bit on the tip of my finger, either my ring finger or my middle finger, and then I kind of put an equal amount, transfer an equal amount to the other finger, and then I just start spreading this around my eyes, focusing on my under eyes and the sides of my eyes, kind of where I've got the beginning of crow's feet, but then I'll also kind of swipe it up along my brow bone and my eyelid a little bit, so just keeping everything nice and hydrated. And then I think tonight for my moisturizer, I don't want anything too heavy because I've been feeling really hot because it's still so hot out, and now I'm spending 2 days pretty much all day on campus. So I think I'm going to use my Boscia Subaki Swirl 2-part gel and cream deep hydration moisturizer. I like this one because it is very hydrating, but it feels really light on the skin. So I'm using probably slightly more than a pea-sized amount. Boscia, I think, it's probably the closest brand I've found to Eminence in terms of how they smell, how they feel, how they apply, how you use them, and just how my skin feels after it's been applied. So if you haven't checked out Boscia at Sephora, I highly recommend it. I've been really loving this moisturizer, especially as a daytime moisturizer, because it dries, it absorbs really well, but then it just kind of dries matte. It doesn't dry shiny like a lot of, really hydrating moisturizers kind of make you look shiny. And this just kind of, I probably used a little bit too much. Boscia is very similar, I think, to Eminence in that a little goes a long way. You don't need to use a ton. Like more is just more with Boscia, and with Eminence, it's not more is better. More is just more with them. Feels good. And then sometimes I will follow with one last spray of the Eminence facial mist because it just smells so good and it feels so cooling and refreshing. I thought about doing a mask, but I did a mask last night. Last night I tried the Origins Original Skin Retexturizing Mask with Rose Clay. I used this in the shower. I put it on before I jumped into the shower and then just kind of sat there in the steam for 10 minutes while this kind of did its thing. Really like it. It came in the play box for August. It's so nice. It goes on like a clay and it dries down like a clay, but then when you wash it off, it's got these exfoliating beads in it. So, oh my gosh. So good. I'm probably going to have to buy a full size of this once I run through the sample. And then I usually do some lip balm. This is the Sephora Honey Lip Scrub. I need to replace this. It's getting down, like it's twisted up as far as it can go. So I like this one because it just gives my lips a nice bit of a scrub, but it keeps it really hydrated. And then right before I go to bed, I apply Laneige lip sleeping mask. and I love that. And then I wear that while I sleep, and I wake up and my lips feel really good. In fact, I'll go get it so you can see. So as part of my evening routine, which I'm not going to show you in this video, but I use the Laneige sleeping mask, lip sleeping mask. This stuff is so good, and a little goes a long way. Getting down to the bottom, I think it goes down to here. It's still like up along the sides, but I think I am getting close to the bottom within the middle. So I just put a tiny amount of this on my lips, and then to keep my hands hydrated, because I have a problem with waking up with dry hands, I use the Weleda Skin Food Moisturizer. It's all really good. It's also really good on your feet. And then depending on how I'm feeling, sometimes I will use the Sweet Dreams Aromatherapy Rollerball by Tisserand, and I'll put that along the insides of my wrists, along my neck, and my temples. But sometimes I'm not feeling like I really need that much aromatherapy, and then I will use the Eminence Wildflower Ultralight Oil, and I will put this along my arms to moisturize my arms, so the Weleda will be on my hands, and then this will kind of go on my arms. It's very light and really beautiful. Not calming in the same way that lavender is, because the Sweet Dreams once has lavender and I think cedar wood and something else. So it's not as heavy as this one. So I like this one a lot more for in the summer when it's hotter, because it's just, you feel like you're about to lie down in a field of wildflowers and take a nice long nap. So yeah, so that's the kind of evening routine. So it's probably about 9:30, 9:45 now. So I'm going to go and take my vitamins and watch probably a couple of YouTube videos or maybe something on Netflix for another like hour or so. I will do the hand cream and the lip mask right before I go to sleep, right before I turn my lights out. And then I'll wake up and do the whole day all over again. Today was a long day on campus. Today was my longest day on campus. Tuesdays I teach 3 classes and I have an office hour. I'm on campus from about 11:45-ish is when I kind of set foot on campus. I made it to my classroom at 11:45. Class starts at noon. First class starts at noon, and then I teach my last class 4:30, and then I teach that until 5:45. And then today I got distracted by students who had questions, which was fine because I'm happy to answer their questions. But it meant that I missed the bus to my parking lot that I usually catch, and so I had to wait for about 15 minutes for the next one to come around, because they come around every like 15-20 minutes. So I had to wait a while. So I got home like right at 7 o'clock, right in time to turn on my TV for my Tuesday night show and heat up some dinner while I started watching that. And yeah, watched that, edited the weekly vlog for this week, which is currently exporting, and then came and started talking to you guys and taking off my makeup, and I feel a million times better. So I am definitely ready to get changed into my PJs and sit down and relax, and just that final stage before I finally go to sleep. It's the final winding down stage. So anyway, I hope you liked this. I can do a morning skincare routine edition if you would like to see what I use in the morning. That varies a bit more, and it's not quite so Eminence heavy because I have a lot of samples from the Play Box, and I tend to use those more in the morning, I think. Let me know if you want to see that. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked this one. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, say hi in the comments. Let me know if you use any of these products, or just what your favorite nighttime products are, the products that are absolute mainstays in your evening routine, because I would really love to hear those. And I will see you all soon in the next video. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye-bye.